First down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball, but they went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
They go play action here on first down. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Terrell McClain continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Watch tight end. 4 down, check. 4 down. Ready, white 25.
On second down, Martin. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. And that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Third down now following the run. Third and long for Winston. He's got under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. At the end of one, 7-3 the score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Now Brian Anger in his 5th year out of Cal on to punt it away. Back deep for Dallas, Cole Beasley. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Let's go. Red 38.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott finding time. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Clinton McDonald able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Strong left. Come on, let's go. Red 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Okay, even just being nice, the last 2 plays were not very good offensively. So if you're the play caller, was it the team's execution or was it strategy? If it was execution, you continue to call the game the way you're calling it. But if it's strategy, change up what you're doing and figure it out.
Watch left. Tight. Watch left.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. 3rd and long for Prescott. Throwing right, and that's complete. He's at the 50, the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Bryce Butler, 88 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And a look now at the game so far for Jameis Winston. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward.
Tight right. 4 down. Check. Easy. 52.
They start the drive with Martin, and he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. They run it again with Martin. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
Key to tight end, key to tight end. 4 down, 4 down. Here we go.
They start on the ground with Elliott. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Let's go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right.
90.
Second down, Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. So now it's 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs.
58, right over there, right over there.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that's caught by Beasley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
You don't want that. You don't want that. I got 11.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got time. Great protection. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
We got 4. Blue ready. We got 4. Mike's 59.
On 1st and 10, Winston. On the catch, this is Russell Shepard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll get 17 yards there. And that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay first down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Ready. Blue ready. 4 down.
Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Ready. Four down. Check. Four down.
Now Jameis on second down. Evans has it left side. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10.
Hey. Ready. Four down.
Winston with a give to Martin. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Let's go now. Blue whitey.
Second down, Winston. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
3rd down, it's Doug Martin. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground.
Stop right there. Ready. Blue whitey.
Here's Sims on the run. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Charles Sims punching it in from a yard away. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The point after now for Aguayo. And that makes it 14-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Break. Two tights. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. He's going to get the football. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Prescott now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on third down.
4 down. Check.
Come on, let's go. What? 90.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And he couldn't hang.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then they don't come down with the football.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's fielded at the 34. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Strong right. 4 down.
Blue 80.
Alert.
That.
59's Mike. Check.
They go play action here on first down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Check three.
Ready, go.
Jameis now on first down. And this is caught by Evans. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, 39 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
It's good, and it's 21-10. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Double tight. Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Now a play fake here on first down. His throw incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Charles, a lot of off-air talk between us about the playoff picture, and obviously Patriots well on their way there again, but they'll have to do it this year without Rob Gronkowski. Of course, the Madden cover boy injured, maybe some talk of a Madden curse. I don't know.
It's so funny when we talk about that. If you go back through the time, a lot of guys had big years after being on the cover of Madden. I know Richard Sherman and the Seahawks went to a Super Bowl the year that he was on there.
OBJ had a good year last year.
Yeah, so listen, you and I both know Gronk. There's no way he sees it as a curse. He sees it as a challenge and will work his way back.
And we certainly wish him well in his recovery. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Surveying the field. All kinds of time. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And nobody was open downfield there. Looked like a pretty clear throwaway.
Yeah, definitely was that. I'm wondering why there wasn't intentional grounding. I know they're saying there's a receiver there in the area. Those darn quarterbacks, they get away with everything.
Spoken like a true defensive back, Mr. Davis.
Did that come out?
It did.
Okay.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. One man on the backfield, that's Martin. And they'll give it to him here. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. We got 4.
Ready. Blue ready.
We got 4.
Again, it's Martin. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Tight end right.
One receiver to the left is
Ready.
Evans.
Blue ready.
Mike.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, here in the booth, we have a playoff picture if it ended today, and I'm looking at the AFC to take a quick pivot. The Patriots, Chiefs, Raiders all looking very good. Past that, a lot of shuffling still could be done.
Well, let's face it, the AFC East has been locked down for a lot of years, so we know how that's going to turn out. But let's head out west because Oakland and Kansas City are tied at 10-3, but Kansas City swept the season series, so they have the ultimate tiebreaker right there. And the AFC South, the records may not be pretty, but it's snug there. Houston, Tennessee both tied, and Indianapolis just one game back. He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on third. Winston from the gun on third down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Hey. 4 down.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Now Prescott, a dump off to Elliott. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going.
Break. Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
Come on, let's go. Run at 38. Run.
They go play action here on first down. Finding time. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Pass interference, defense.
So a pass interference here, and this is obviously a call we see all the time, but for the defender, it's becoming almost impossible to play defense in some of these situations.
You're trying to play through the receiver to the football. If there's any contact at all before he gets there, those officials will throw the flag and call interference.
Hey, we are.
Here we go. Run at 38. Run at 38.
Prescott on first down. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point try by Bailey. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead.
Go nowhere, 22. Go nowhere.
Single.
Ready, hot, blue, ready. Ready to go.
59's Mike. 59's
Jameis now on first down. It's caught. Humphreys. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Cowboys have an edge in time of possession right now. The Buccaneers, though, are still right in this game and will certainly be looking for a way to pull this one out in the second half. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Bucs take it at the 1. Martin's going to duck out to the left, and he'd cap off the 10-play drive with a TD. The Buccaneers go up by 4. Third down from the 12. Here the pass is completed into coverage, and this 2-play drive goes for a touchdown. Cowboys go up by a field goal. About halfway through the second, Sims is going to take off here, and he'll go in from 2 yards out. The lead grows to 4. Buccaneers have it at the 40. Quick pass and catch by Mike Evans, and he's going to go 40 yards for the score. The Buccaneers push their lead to 11. Cowboys with the ball late in the half. Prescott's going to complete the pass from the gun, and this 2-play drive goes for a touchdown. Cowboys cut the deficit to 4. So that'll do it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We're going back under the lights for the second half of this Sunday night matchup.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Here's Humphreys. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
First down, Winston. Complete to Myers, the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They run with Martin. He's been busy tonight. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage, and they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time, but the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
Let's go now. White 25.
They'll run the option left. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now a second down throw for Winston. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I'm not sure they could have had a better call there for the defense. Blitz was called, and they're setting up for a draw. When you're blitzing, you're likely to beat them to the punch because they're going to take a little extra time to set up. Talk about the offensive line. In this case, you'll get into the backfield before they can get set up.
Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. This is taken at about the 14. Fighting through. He juked him. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Our eyes shift to the defense of the Buccaneers now. And in a tight ball game like this, the defense looking for a stop. You kind of, whether you're the offense or the defense, you don't want to be the one to screw this thing up.
No, not at all. And right now, you've got to figure that the offense is thinking to themselves, if you just get us the ball, we'll make things happen for you. Just help us out a little bit. And that's what the defense has to have in mind as they trot out here for this series.
Yeah, right now, the offense on the sideline. Can the defense do it?
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Come on, let's go. Red 38.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's caught by Bryant. Dez Bryant with nothing but green grass ahead of him. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dez Bryant, 75 yards. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. And And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Bailey now for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over, I guess.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
One receiver to the left is Evans. Now Winston, he's got time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Pass interference. Defense.
Pass interference call. Charles, you were a defender. You know how hard it is to defend the pass without committing this penalty.
And if they would let them play with a little bit more contact to give the defender a better chance, we wouldn't have nearly as many flags.
Red zone opportunity.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end.
They come out here in the eye.
We got 4. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Winston. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Hey, 4 down. Ready. Check 82. Check 82.
They'll run. Martin. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Check. 4 down.
They try again with Martin. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his second touchdown of the night. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And that will make this a 4-point game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Hey. 4 down.
Here we go.
Down.
White, 90.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. Well, a fun league-wide story, no matter who we're covering, is Detroit. Another come-from-behind win for Matthew Stafford and company. They're now 9-4 this year.
How about 13 games, 12 of them they've been behind in the fourth quarter. 9, as you just mentioned, they've won. And Matthew Stafford's the key reason why. He has to be in the discussion for most valuable player the way he's rallied his team. And I'm going to flip it over. There's one other guy we've got to talk about from the AFC side. He had a rough game in his last out against Kansas City. But Derek Carr has had a magnificent year, and the two of them are both playing hurt. Injuries to their throwing hands. Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10.
4 down.
They come out here in the eye. Here's Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2nd down following the run.
Double tight. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
1 man in the backfield, Elliott. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Even. 4 down.
Come on, let's go. Red 38.
First down, Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 18 on that one. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
4 down. Check.
Here we go. White, 90.
A give to Elliott, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Prescott now on second down. Going right side, he has Winton. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Here's Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The 4-time Pro Bowler, Gerald McCoy, able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing, the O-line coach will.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. One man on the backfield, that's Martin. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Tight end right.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Ready.
Carry number 20 here for Martin. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, Winston surveying the field. He's got Evans. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Well, we we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
We got 4.
One receiver to the left is Evans. Now a play fake here on first down. And Brate has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Tight right. Solo out there. Check the outs out there. Ready. Blue ready. Hey, 4 down.
Now a run with Martin. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Two yards to go here on 3rd down.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Blue ready.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
They give to Martin. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And now here come the Cowboys. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
4 down.
Let's go. What? 90.
Prescott on first down. He's got time in the pocket. Caught left side, Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams, 56 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. Jameis now on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. So 2nd and 10 here.
Strong right, strong right.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On second down, Winston again. Goes underneath to Martin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
It's caught. Humphreys. And a nifty little deke juke spin move. Not a great deal there on the back end, but a nice gain still.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Let's go now. White 25. We got 4.
Now it's Martin. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Ready. White 25.
They'll run the option left. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there, and a really nice play resulted for them.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Buccaneers defense making their way back out onto the field. And a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
And make sure that they don't start finger pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen? Who broke down? Who gave it up? Instead, just go back out there, be a unit again, and try and play a little bit better.
Yeah, see if they can play a little bit better on this drive.
Two tights. Even. 4 down.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Red 38.
58, boys.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
4 down. Check.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. And he'll get it up the middle.
It's run, fellas, it's run.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Let's go. Run.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Prescott to throw it. And Bryant's got it over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Single.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Finding time. He completes it to Bryant. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
We got 4.
Here we go. What?
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Hey, 4 down.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Prescott now from the 50. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Fresh set of downs here.
Double tight, double tight. Double tight. 4 down,
Here we go.
They'll run with Elliott.
Run.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. The veteran linebacker Darryl Smith there to bring him down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
What?
4 down.
Another carry for the rookie Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. One back is Morris.
Here we go. What? 90.
And he'll get it up the middle. Oh, spinning away. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we've put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? Well, this one wasn't sleeping. Maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now they stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late.
5-9.
A first down throw for Winston. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a trend as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Ready. Check. 59.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. A good pickup there at 22. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
White 25.
Jameis now on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Move. Hey, blue lady. We got 4 down.
He'll look to throw. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man. It's Martin. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And quickly they get to the line. Back to throw. Drops it off to Martin. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll be 2nd down. He's back to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cameron Brate, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the 4th.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And out now come the Cowboys. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now Prescott. He's got time. And that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott. And now it's 2nd down.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Here's Prescott. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. He'll look to throw. Bryant with a catch right side. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Strong right. 4 down.
Come on, let's go. Red 38.
Prescott to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Tight end right. Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Come on, let's go. Red 38.
58, boys, 58. 58, it's Mike.
Back to throw. A dump off to Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
3 down.
Let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
It's the Mike.
Back to throw. Surveying the field. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
I got 11.
Come on, let's go. Red 38.
One last shot now for Prescott. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
I think what we just saw in that drive, partner, is great practice, preparation, and poise. Not only did they score with little time left for them to retaliate, they chewed up enough time along the way while still getting the yardage they needed. That was an impressive drive.
Very methodical. And now barring something crazy on the kickoff, they've got this one. Still got to be careful of a blocked return here on the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis is, right? The touchdown to win it. I know that they put a little on top, right? What's your favorite dessert? You know, what do you put on top of your favorite dessert?
You put whipped cream. Maybe a cherry.
There you go. The whipped cream, the cherry, whatever you want to talk about, that's what they put on it. But the story, the touchdown to win it, that's how they got it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.